Action 7 News with Mike McDonald, Jan Stratton, David Bradley, Tom Charles. This is Action 7 News.
This morning's weather satellite picture continues to
take a look at AccuScan. Once again, Mike, no rain in the forecast now, but those south winds.
I've known Tom for a long time, back when I was in college, and we worked together in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And of course, after graduation, kind of went our separate ways. He wound up in Oklahoma City, and I wound up in Lawton. But I love Tom and his wife. Known him for many, many years. Nobody deserves any better retirement and goodness from the people of Southwest Oklahoma than Tom.
Real good. There's still a chance to pick up some more rain, and temperatures will remain rather
wonderful.
Cool.
It's great.
We like it.
No
Not bad at all.
We've worked together for 30 years on my part. He's been here longer than that. I don't even know. How long have you been here, Tom? He's everything that appears on screen. He's calm, he's knowledgeable, he's solid, he's reliable, but what you don't see is his wicked sense of humor. That is something I used to try to get out to the viewers. In between breaks, when he was doing weather and we'd have a 2-minute break for commercial, he would say some of the funniest things regularly. And I'd sometimes try to get him on the air because it was a side that a lot of people in the audience never saw, but he is pretty darn funny, believe me.
12 miles an hour, humidity 35%, and barometric pressure 30.11, and steady. He's got to watch that kid back there.
We never knew what to expect when we went on the air because we had a lot of technical glitches during that time, and there were sometimes people walking through the studio and creating distractions and so forth while we were on the air. And Tom was never flustered. I mean, nonplussed, and he just went right on with what he was doing as if nothing was going on.
All kinds of things, right?
And he's one of the wittiest guys. I mean, he's very dry humored, but he's also very funny, and that's one of the things I really enjoyed about working with him.
Be the story for the next day or so. Nighttime lows in the 40s and 50s.
He has a really distinct voice, you know, and when he's on air and he's off air, he's got that same voice, so you wonder where are the cameras, where are the lights, because he's got that really strong voice. And he's such a great person. I know he's a great family man. He's a hard worker, and a lot of people that didn't get to realize that he's really, really funny. And if you're having a bad day or if you're stressed out, he certainly would put a smile on your face. I know he did that to me many, many times when I had the opportunity to co-anchor with him. He's just an awesome person to be around, and I wish him the best.
Actually, no showers are forecast. Well, there's something out there just about the Altus area.
Tom, I feel lucky to have gotten to work with you, and I'm proud to call you my friend. I'm proud to know that I was able to learn a little bit from you in terms of how to conduct myself on the air and out in the public. If they ever build a Mount Rushmore for Channel 7, you are on it. It starts with you. Congratulations on a great time here at Channel 7. Good luck in your retirement.
Still going 20, 25 miles an hour, and rather chilly. The wind chill's about 25 out.
Tom, congratulations on your retirement. You know, what a role model you were to me 25 years ago when I started in the business, and I can't believe that for the last 2.5 decades, you and I have remained as good friends. What's interesting to me is you haven't aged in all these years, and I have, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I should be the one retiring instead of you. Hey, have a great retirement, and God bless.
He was a cute kid.
Very cute.
He was having a lot of fun out there.
He certainly was. Okay, Tom, thank you.
Hi, and welcome to KJRA Channel 2 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm Dan Threlkeld.
And I'm Andy Wallace, and we both worked with Tom, but just at different times.
That's right. I was there a long time ago, probably before you were born. About 1980, I had a chance to go from news. Jan Stratton hired me to do news. Then I did some weather, and it turns out I was the weather guy there for a while. But Tom was the class act then and continues to be. Tom, I learned a lot from you, my friend. And you are a wonderful meteorologist and, more importantly, a great man.
The one thing that I'll always remember Tom for was his amazing work ethic. Because if you work in Southwest Oklahoma, there's going to be a lot of late nights.
Indeed.
And Tom taught me that. And then when Tom went down to Channel 6, and he was chief meteorologist there, and I was chief meteorologist at Channel 7, Tom was a very tough competitor because, you know, the storms would be dying down, and I was thinking about going home, and I was getting ready to go home, and I'd look up, and Tom was still going strong.
Counties.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, if I go go home first. I know I'm going to get in trouble. So Tom always has an amazing work ethic.
Really?
And, you know, he's from Okmulgee up here just south of Tulsa.
That's right.
So we just wish you nothing but the best, and we both thank you for your years of hard work.
And Tom, now that you're going to be off, I want you to come up here in Tulsa. Andy and I, we're buying lunch.
That's
buddy,
right.
Take care and farewell.
Anyway, the rainfall forecast only about a quarter inch in these showers, so no indication of heavy weather at least.
Charles probably doesn't remember this, but when he came down from Tulsa after having been in radio, and this goes back almost 40 years, decided to get in television. He was doing his very first weathercast on KSWO TV. And to say that Tom had some butterflies is probably a little bit of an understatement. If that tape were still around, somebody could probably blackmail him with it. It was not the smoothest weathercast anybody ever did, but he got over that pretty quickly and went on to become a real part of television history and Lawton and the Wichita Falls market. Became known and beloved by everybody in the market. It's hard to believe that almost 40 years have passed. And Tom, I wish you well, the very best in your retirement. I hope you have many years to enjoy your retirement and that you don't have to worry about what's hot in the news every day and about the next cold air mass that might be coming in. Good luck to you, Tom.
Colder temperatures begin to drop in.
If courtesy, sincerity, kindness, character, truthfulness, good manners were dollars, Tom would be the richest man I ever met.
In the morning hours, quite a few reports about a half an inch. Looks like one of the heavier amounts from Mangum.
Hi, I'm Mike McDonald. I worked with Tom Charles for many years, all through the 80s and into the 90s. The only way I can describe Tom Charles is he's a real pro. It was a great pleasure working with Tom. Remember, a lot of times after the late news, all of us in the newsroom would get to go home, except for Tom. It would be some bad weather in the area. Tom felt it might turn severe, so he would end up being there hours and hours into the early morning. That was Tom, a real pro. I can't believe he's retiring. Texoma just won't be the same without Tom Charles on the air.
And good morning to you, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. Good morning to you, Tom.
Good morning, Jennifer. This whole week's gone by in a hurry, hasn't it?
Good morning, Texoma, and good morning to you, Tom. What a great day it is for you. You know, after 46 years in this business, I think you can call yourself a legend, although I know you probably wouldn't, because you are one of the kindest, most humble people I have ever met in a newsroom. You know, Tom, I know that you're going to have plenty of time when you wake up in the morning, because it's not going to just be a good morning, it's going to be a great morning. So as you travel down the journey of life with the love of your life, Linda, by your side, I wish you both nothing but the greatest and the happiest of days.
The Bulls at 28.50, so a little better shape than we were yesterday.
You know, the thing about Tom Charles is that he is as good and as decent a man as you would expect him to be. That guy on TV every day, that's not an act, that's Tom. I was fortunate enough to work with Tom for 7 years, and whenever things would go crazy in the newsroom and others were losing their heads, Tom was a steady hand on the wheel. I know I'm going to miss that. I'm sure viewers are going to miss that too. They're going to miss that golden voice and seeing Tom's smile in the morning. Farewell, Tom, and good luck.
Temperatures pretty chilly across the area this morning. That's your top story.
All across Texoma, we're seeing cold weather like this.
Hey Tom, it's Stacia. You were my very first co-anchor, and I knew then what I know now, and that is that you are a legend. And to that, I'm sure you're saying back then what you're saying now, phooey, but it's true, and we're so excited for you. Congratulations on your retirement.
You knew how to treat people right. That's part of it. I guess that's the old do unto others kind of thing.
Well, Tom, I just wanted to say, as someone who sat here at this news desk with you for almost 5 years, how big an honor it is to help honor you and your 46 years of service. You are a great American, in my opinion, and as always, a good friend. And like it or not, and I know how comfortable you probably aren't with this, but you are a Texoma icon. You brought news and weather, and most people don't remember the weather, but you brought that to Texoma for 46 years, and we just all wanted to get together and say thank you for your dedicated years of service. You are a solid individual, and it was my honor to have shared a lot of early mornings with you right here at Channel 7. As you know, I always ended my broadcast with a thought for the day, and I went back in my archives and pulled out my personal favorite that I think fits you to a T. So Tom, Here's something to think about as you go down the road today. You treat people right, and the rest will take care of itself. Tom, you did that for 46 years, and we all just want to say thank you. May God continue to bless you and your family. Adios, old buddy.